The world's busiest ports are not just big. They are built to stay alive every minute of the day. Shanghai did that by pushing a deep-water terminal offshore, wiring it to the mainland, and turning cranes, trucks, rail, and data into one system. That system now moves tens of millions of containers, reaches hundreds of ports worldwide, and keeps working through night shifts, holidays, storms, and shocks. So this is not just a story about one giant port. It is a story about how China engineered a 24-hour trade machine. Today, we go inside how China built a port that never sleeps. Shanghai is the biggest container port on Earth by box volume. SIPC says Shanghai port handled 55.06 million TEUs in 2025. SIPC says Shanghai kept the world's busiest container port title for 16 consecutive years since 2010. Official Shanghai sources said the port reached 49 million TEUs in 2023 and passed 50 million in 2024, before climbing higher in 2025. SIPC says 2025 throughput still rose 6.9% year-on-year despite weak global growth. SIPC says international transshipment reached 7.911 million TEUs in 2025. The World Shipping Council lists Shanghai as the top container port globally based on 2024 statistics. Shanghai matters not just because it is big, but because it sits at the meeting point of ocean trade and China's industrial heartland. A port this large does not function by occasional surges. It survives on continuous motion. The answer starts with Shanghai's decision to build beyond its own shallow shoreline. The official strategy to turn Shanghai into a global shipping center was announced by the State Council in 1996. Shanghai's official basic facts document says the deepwater port was the main body of that shipping center strategy. Shanghai needed a deepwater solution because world shipping was scaling up to bigger vessels and deeper drafts. To stay globally competitive, Shanghai had to handle bigger ships faster and more predictably than a traditional shoreline layout allowed. The solution was to shift the deepwater container hub offshore toward Yangshan. Official Shanghai material says the strategy paired Shanghai's deepwater port with supporting facilities in neighboring provinces. This was not a small expansion, but a redesign of how Shanghai connected to world trade. The port that never sleeps began as a state decision to build for global circulation, not local convenience. Official Shanghai sources frame the deepwater port as a tool for stabilizing global supply chains as well as serving national growth. Once Shanghai chose deep water, the next challenge was how to build a giant port on offshore islands and still run it like part of the city. Official Shanghai documents say Yangshan Deep-Water Port is located in the Shaanxi Islands area of Hangzhou Bay. The offshore port is connected to Shanghai's Pudong New area by the Donghai Bridge. The bridge matters because every terminal on the island still has to remain tied to the mainland economy. SIPC says smart, heavy trucks now move seamlessly across the Donghai Bridge. Official Shanghai material says Yangshan has 5.6 kilometers of coastline and 16 container berths built up. The same official document states the port was capable of handling 9.3 million TEUs annually in that built form. Building offshore let Shanghai handle larger ocean-going vessels more efficiently than a shallower urban shoreline would allow. Yangshan works as an offshore port area with multiple phases and terminals rather than a single dock. The genius of Yangshan is that deep ocean access and mainland logistics are fused into one operating corridor. The port that never sleeps begins with a location built to remove the draft limits of the old coastline. Yangshan became powerful through phased expansion rather than one-time construction. Xinhua says Yangshan's Phase Roman 4 automated terminal is one of the world's largest single-unit container terminals. Xinhua says Phase Roman 4 features 7 deep-water container berths. Xinhua says the terminal includes 61 automated container yards. Xinhua says the terminal also includes designated areas for hazardous materials and oversized containers. CIPC says Yangshan Phase Roman III terminal surpassed 10 million TEUs for the first time in 2025. CIPC says the Yangshan Deep-Water Port area accounted for 52.1% of Shanghai Port's total volume in 2025. CIPC says Yangshan set a global benchmark for the operation of ultra-large deep-water port clusters. The build-out matters because offshore deep water alone is useless unless it is matched by giant yard and berth capacity. Yangshan was built as an always-on container factory, rather than a passive place where ships simply arrive. CIPC's 50 million milestone in 2024 was symbolically loaded by a remote-controlled key crane at Yangshan Phase Roman IV. Yangshan Phase Roman IV is built around integrated automation rather than manual yard traffic. CIPC says intelligent operation control systems at Yangshan Phase Roman IV are being optimized through digital twins and big data analytics. CIPC says these upgrades have delivered gains in key crane productivity and truck efficiency. Lingang sources describe remote operators controlling heavy equipment at Yangshan from a center more than 40 kilometers away. CIPC says F5G technology enables remote container operation from over 100 kilometers away. Automation matters because it compresses handoff times between ship, key, transport, and storage. The point of automation here is not only labor saving, but keeping throughput stable through every hour of the day. The world notices Yangshan not just for size, but for turning offshore container handling into a software-driven system. This is how China built continuous motion into the port's operating DNA. Lingang reported that Yangshan Deep-Water Port operated without a single day off during the Spring Festival holiday. Lingang said remote operators and port staff worked around the clock to keep supply chains stable. Lingang says the automated terminal processes about 24,000 TEUs a day. Lingang says this equals 213% of the productivity of a conventional terminal. Lingang says Shanghai Port handled 5.06 million TEUs in January 2026, a monthly record. Lingang says Yangshan Phase Roman IV recorded a 6.5% year-on-year increase in throughput during that period. Remote operation centers reduce commuting friction and help keep the terminal staffed continuously. A port earns the label "Never Sleeps" by reducing the downtime between human handoffs and machine cycles. At Yangshan, the point is not to create occasional speed, but continuous throughput across every hour. Shanghai built a port that never sleeps by designing work, machines, and control rooms to overlap instead of pause. Official Shanghai government sources say Shanghai Port's routes cover over 700 ports in more than 200 countries and regions. The same source says Shanghai operates more than 320 weekly deliveries. CIPC says Shanghai Port operates nearly 350 international shipping services. Shanghai government sources say Yangshan handled a record 834 international mainline container vessel calls in January 2026. That January vessel call figure was about 4% higher year-on-year. CIPC says Shanghai's port connectivity has ranked first globally for 13 straight years. CIPC says Yangshan Port topped the Global Container Port Performance Index for 2 consecutive years. A port that never sleeps needs not only automation, but a constant stream of ocean services to feed it. Shanghai's strength comes from being both a deep-sea gateway and a transshipment hub. The port stays awake because the shipping network feeding it never fully pauses. Shanghai's dominance depends on inland collection and distribution as much as sea access. CIPC says sea rail intermodal volume exceeded 1 million TEUs for the first time in 2025. CIPC says that sea rail intermodal figure was up 16.1% year-on-year. Shanghai government sources say rail sea intermodal transport handled over 100,000 TEUs by February 1, 2026, up more than 20% year-on-year. CIPC said in 2024 that Shanghai had over 10 daily intermodal rail services. CIPC said the water-to-water transshipment ratio at Shanghai Port was expected to reach 60% in 2024, a record high. CIPC said its ICT business had expanded to 15 inland terminals and integrated more than 10 inland barge operators. CIPC says the modern logistics network is designed to integrate waterways, railways, and highways in one chain. Digital coordination matters because a 24-hour port fails if containers still arrive in daytime-only bottlenecks. Shanghai built not just a seaport, but a continuous inland-to-ocean logistics system. Reuters reported in 2017 that Yangshan grappled with severe congestion caused by dense fog, higher than usual volumes, and shipping alliance changes. Reuters said more than 100 container vessels were waiting outside Yangshan during that congestion episode. Reuters said average delays for ships arriving at the port jumped more than 42% to 53 hours in mid-April 2017. Reuters reported in April 2022 that COVID curbs were clogging highways and ports across China. Reuters said China tried to cushion the impact by keeping ports and airports running and encouraging closed-loop manufacturing. Reuters said the number of container vessels waiting off Shanghai and nearby Zhoushan more than doubled to 118 in April 2022. Reuters reported in May 2022 that ships awaiting berth at the port of Shanghai tallied 344, up 34% over the past month. Shanghai government sources said refined traffic management mitigated January 2026 weather disruptions and kept supply chains functioning. A port that never sleeps is really a port designed to keep moving during the hours when something goes wrong. Shanghai's challenge has never been only handling volume, but handling shocks without going dark. CIPC says Shanghai is pushing from single-point innovation to system-wide digital upgrading. CIPC says it is expanding full-scenario applications of 5G, artificial intelligence, and Beidou across smart port operations. CIPC says blockchain and digital technologies are enabling real-time data sharing across logistics processes. CIPC says Shanghai launched a container transport MaaS platform to improve one-stop logistics information access. Shanghai government sources say the port joined the world's first ports equipped with LNG bunkering capabilities. Shanghai government sources say the port collaborated with Los Angeles to establish the world's first trans-Pacific green shipping corridor. CIPC says Shanghai's container terminals are now fully equipped with shore power facilities. CIPC says Shanghai completed the world's first green methanol ship-to-ship bunkering operation for a large container vessel in 2024. CIPC says Yangshan terminals received 5-star green port recognitions as part of the port's low-carbon transition. A port that never sleeps cannot shut down to modernize, so Shanghai upgrades in motion. Shanghai built more than a terminal. It built an integrated shipping system. The system works because deep water, terminal productivity, and inland connectivity were developed together. CIPC says Yangshan handled over half of Shanghai Port's total volume in 2025. Shanghai's power lies in combining domestic collection with international redistribution at one node. Continuous operation matters because the port's global customers do not all work in the same time zone or cycle. The phrase "never sleeps" really means the system is built to absorb seasonal surges and unexpected disruption. Shanghai's port leadership also depends on coordination across a wider regional port and logistics ecosystem. Official port strategy now focuses on stronger hub resilience, deeper digital transformation, and faster green transition. The model other ports may copy is not just automation, but building every layer to support 24-hour throughput. China built a port that never sleeps by making size, geography, software, and logistics all serve the same goal of constant flow. What looks like one port is really a layered machine of islands, bridges, cranes, yards, rail, and data. That machine stays alive by keeping every link moving, even when the rest of the system is under pressure. That is how China built a port that never sleeps.